Hey guys, welcome to another INFJ ramble. Today I woke up, obviously I woke up this morning. I'm here. I am talking on this video, and I was inspired to, I don't know, just kind of like talk aloud about some things that entered my mind. And the main thing that entered my mind was, I guess, the concept that we hold surrounding love. Like, I feel like most people feel like if you love someone, you stay with them, irregardless of the circumstances. And what I mean by that is that person could be hurting you, like emotionally, mentally, physically, even spiritually. They could be hurting you. But then, like, we've been almost like conditioned to believe that if you love someone, you stay with them irregardless of the ups and downs and the pain. And I don't have like a fully formed, like, I guess, layout of how this video is going to go. So I'm just going to kind of introduce you to how my mind operates when I process something that baffles me, I suppose. So, on one end of the spectrum, I do believe that, if you love someone, obviously, I don't know. I think we're stubborn in that regard, or maybe it's a lack of communication, because obviously, if somebody is hurting you, I don't think that's love. And then also, you have to ask yourself, like, I don't know, like, I just don't feel like you should stay in situations where pain is a recurring theme, you know? Because I've experienced both. I've experienced, like, I guess, a unhealthy relationship dynamic versus a healthy relationship dynamic. And oh my goodness, the difference between the two are just phenomenal. Like, um healthy people, healthy individuals not will not um inflict pain on you in any way, shape, or form. You know, I think somebody who has a narrower perspective might perceive, like, a healthy person putting up boundaries as painful because they are not used to the boundaries. But for me, it's just like, I don't know, it's like a respect of self when you put up a boundary. Like, some people take it to the extreme and they literally build walls or put on all this armor, but then that prevents you from allowing life to come in. Like, for me, my boundary is more like a line, so things can still come in and out, but then I will like speak, like, I don't like the way you're talking to me, or I don't like the way you make me feel, and you know what I mean. What you're saying doesn't make sense. Right now you are sabotaging the connection or gaslighting me. But if you really think about it, though, when you're in a relationship, I feel like the other person, oh my gosh, it's so complex, because I feel like if you're feeling like consistent pain, unresolved pain in a relationship or a connection, it is like one of two things come to mind for sure. One, you guys are both probably unhealed, you know, so you are being triggered and they are sabotaging the connection because they are also being triggered or in a space of fear, if that even makes sense. Yeah, and I don't know, it's so complex, or vice versa, or both. I feel like the only reason why somebody inflicts pain on you is because they have either belief systems or mental constructs or traumas that they haven't healed within them, and so they're acting out from that place. And normally it's not, in fact, it's not personal. It's something that they need to resolve within themselves, but a lot of times, like, the people on the other end of that stick perceive that as, a personal attack. Like, for me, I just see that as somebody who is deeply wounded and doesn't know how to give or receive love. And they're doing the best that they can based on how blocked their energetic system is. And what I mean by that is how blocked their heart is. I think, I don't know if you've heard the saying, you need to feel it to heal it. And that is absolutely true. Most people numb themselves out, or they put up armor, and they get really, like, they act out of character from their true nature in order to preserve themselves or in order to control. And I feel like anytime somebody wants to control anything, it's coming from a place of fear. But fear of what? Fear of abandonment, fear of loss, fear of getting hurt again in some way, shape, or form, which is paradoxical because pain is the transformative agent, like, it's what gets you to move and grow and expand and evolve. But for me, like, I don't know, it's very interesting. It's interesting that you can love someone and know that they're not good for you. And even though you love them, sometimes the best thing to do is step away or even let them go because they're hurting you too much and it doesn't make sense for you to stay, And I've come to the conclusion, and I think people call this unrequited love, right? That you can still love someone, but from a distance. And when you create distance, that space creates possibilities for you to heal and for the other person to heal, because you obviously can't do it together, especially if you guys are both not in a, like, healthy space, I suppose. I don't even know if this video is making sense. I just know that, and not only that, like, when you are, like, say, in love with someone, sometimes that could distort your ability to see clearly and to take actions that are good for you. When you have rose-colored glasses on, like, you have a tendency to bypass a lot of things that could potentially harm you. But a person who honors and respects themselves would not allow someone else to inflict pain on them. I feel like if you allow them to inflict pain on you, then that's something that you probably have to step back and look at within yourself. It's like, okay, why am I allowing people to hurt me in the name of love? It's like, you can love someone, but first and foremost, you need to respect yourself. It's like, I don't know, this imagery that comes to mind is like a flame or a fire. You know how when you touch fire, it burns you? It's like, so if say you're in love with this flame, but then every time you get close to it, it hurts you. Like, is it, does it make sense to keep trying to hold on? Or do you just kind of let go and enjoy it being itself from a distance, from a safe distance where you don't allow yourself to get burned, you know? I don't know. It just breaks my heart. It truly breaks my heart to see other people break their heart and to see other people sabotage themselves and get in their own way. And what I mean by get in their own way is like get in the way of their own happiness and peace and joy, because that's what it is. We get in our own way. Yeah, it's like I've mentioned in other videos, but as an adult, it's almost like you have to parent yourself, because mom and dad aren't here telling you what to do. It's almost like you have to be able to discern and make, executive decisions, because these executive decisions will ultimately shape the kind of life you live. So if someone is obviously not treating you right, you don't stay, especially if you've spoken up and I don't know, and then you can't force or convince people to change. We already know that. It's the hardest thing to even change yourself. So to change another person, I don't know, maybe if you shift the perception that you view the world through, maybe that could help. But I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, as we all are. Nobody knows everything. And those who proclaim to do are fooling themselves. Anyways, I hope you are having a beautiful day. Thank you for stopping by, and blessings to one and all. Amen.